Hey, 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 what am I cooking today? Yeah, we're gonna finally do Mom's tamale pie. Yeah, so what did she say? It's 1 cup of cornmeal, 1 cup of milk, 1 pound of hamburger, 1 can black olives drained, 1 small can of tomato sauce, cheese for topping, 1 can cream style corn, 1 can whole curl corn drained, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1 medium onion diced, and 1 can of green chili Ortegas diced, optional. Oh. Mix the cornmeal and milk and set aside. So I've got the cornmeal and the milk sitting in here blooming. What you want is you want the cornmeal to become hydrated, and that's why you add the milk to it. Now, I'm using just good old yellow cornmeal. You can use whatever makes you happy, and if you got it in your pantry, you can use one of these boxes. That works just fine. The next thing she says is brown the hamburger and drain the fat, which is what I got going on over there. Add the onions and garlic and just cook long enough to wilt the onions. So, I have got my onions and garlic going on over here. I'm going to scoop them up and I'm going to throw them in and start wilting them. Be right back. Now, I wanted to give you a little onion tutelage, since, you know, not everybody knows everything about onions. Well, that puppy cooks over there. Now, this is a standard brown onion. As you can see, it's about the size of a baseball, about the size of your fist. And this little kind of squat guy is a Vidalia onion. Now, Vidalias, as you can see how this guy's kind of round and this guy's kind of flat. They're a sweeter variety of onion. I've been told you can eat them just like an apple. Ain't gonna happen in this house, but, you know, I love people. Anyways, but this is a sweet onion, and then Texas has its own sweet onion, which is a crossbreed between this guy and this guy, and it usually in the store it's just a sweet apple, but whatever. So, you know, there you go. Sweet is sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, so, sorry, my husband called. Anyways, so this is a Vidalia, this is a brown. Texas put them together, made a sweet onion. It's pretty tasty. So anyways, so now you know a little something about onions. All kinds of things you can do about onions, but that's all good. So let me stir this real quick. You want your onions and your garlic to get a little wilty. Then it says, add onions and garlic, cook just long enough to wilt onions. Add all other ingredients, remove from heat, and mix well. So if you use a big enough pan, you can just all do it in a pan and then throw it into the 9 by, what does Mom say, a 9 by 12? Or you can put it into a bowl and then you can stir it up or whatever, but we're probably just gonna use this puppy. And let's just get all of the mixing of the ingredients. So as you can see, the cornmeal is made kind of a slurry. And I think we're gonna need a slightly bigger bowl because we got a lot of ingredients to pour in here. So it says 1 can of cream style corn. Now, cream style corn has been turned into kind of a mushy puree, and that's what causes it to be cream style. And then whole kernel corn, which is the whole corn, and drained, so we're gonna get all the drain out of that. And then she says some chili Ortegas if you want it. So I've got a can of green chili Ortegas, which actually really, this dish actually is kind of on the bland side. So I do everything in my power to kick it up. So if I can put in a little flavor, I'm gonna put the flavor in there. So then she says a can of tomato sauce. So I have a small 8 ounce, so a 1 cup can of tomato sauce that goes in there. Makes it a beautiful, an appetizing color and Makes it kind of look like a bad night after a bad party. And then last but not least, she says we're going to put in the olives. So we'll put those in as soon as we get the meat rocking and rolling, which should be about done. And then we've got some cheese for topping, which is what she suggested. So let's go see what our meat's doing. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, so our meat is brown, and I have drained it, and I've added the onions and the garlic, and everything's all nice and wilty. This is a 9 by 12 casserole dish, and I have sprayed it with a little bit of spray coating, so like a little bit of Pam, but the generic, the store version, whatever that is. So I'm gonna mix that in. I have my oven set at 350 degrees, and what was the next thing I was looking for? Okay, we got our olives. Throw those puppies in there, mix them in, and then we're going to put the tamale pie stuff over the top. So this is all the stuff that we mixed together per Mom's instructions. So like I said, not the most appetizing looking good, and it really does need flavor. But she doesn't say anything about salt and pepper to taste, and the canned vegetables have a little bit of salt in them, but in this case, I'm just going to add a little salt, add a little pepper. I'm going to stir this up. And what's going to happen is that cornmeal and milk is going to cook up and give you kind of a polenta texture, and you end up with kind of like a tamale tamale filling, So, and then she says to stir it all up, which we have. She says coat it with cheese, which we're going to. This is Colby Jack. You can use whatever you got. If you have pepper jack, like I said, anything to kick up the flavor, by all means, kick up the flavor. And I use pepper jack a lot when I'm making this one because I like it, or a combination of jack and cheddar, or some extra cheddar, or whatever floats your boat. This is a very, very versatile recipe that you can do with just about anything. And the pièce de résistance, if you have it available to you, find crispy jalapeno pieces. These are, the green bean casserole that you make at Thanksgiving, and you make it with the French fried onions. These are just the jalapeno version. They're my favorite. I like these a lot. So anyways, that's it. So you bake it at 350 for 30 or 40 minutes, or until something inserted to it comes out clean, kind of like baking a cake or any other pie. And that is my mom's pie. If I have an opportunity to show you the completed when I'm done, I will do so. So thank you for your patience. I appreciate you, and we will talk to you next time. So until next time, don't forget, I love you, and ta-ta for now. Well, the timer's screaming, so let's check on it and see how our tamale pie is doing. So let's see. Okay, it's still a little jiggly, so probably about 10 more minutes. Let's do the knife test, see what happens there. Oh yeah, it's still a lot jiggly. So, but you can see it's kind of baking up here on the sides. So you want it to be a solid mass instead of a jiggly mass. So maybe another 15 minutes. So we've set the timer for 15. We'll see you in a bit. Okay, the timer's going off again. We should be good to go. So let's see what we got going on in there. Oh yeah, we're bubbly, and we're not jiggly, and we're coming out. See, not sure if that's, no. We need a little bit more, probably another 20 minutes. But anyways, okay, the suspense isn't going to kill you. So that's it. That's Mom's tamale pie. We'll see you next time. Love ya. Bye.